strong. Who is her?
You know, she's a soldier. She's one of the most, I think, amazing human being I ever worked with. She did like a lot of films in South Africa. He's sort of a veteran. But of course, he passed away like a few months ago. I don't think I would have done this film without her. The film was super physical. I mean, also part of it was to treat it like a performance art, like a body performance, like an exhibition of the body itself. So it was very physical.
It's a challenging thing also because it's a sort of going forward through through circles.
Actually, every sequence of movements, it was in cycles. But because of the editing, you can only really see it. But it was for me to get this idea of repetition of cycles, of cycle of life. It was very important to stay on them.
But in a way, it's also half documentary because I mean, I imagine that many of these people are just normal people there.
Yeah.
You started this story because you discovered that there is something like this going on really, or
in real life, yeah. If you revolt against this, against the dam, easily they can silence you. Sometimes they bring the police, they get shoot people off, and it's eventually they always win. You know, it's the way of the progress. It's the way of gentrification.
But I find also interesting because, of course, there is polarity between modernity and the traditional way, the style of life. But at the same time, you also criticize.
I would be denying my own existence if I would deny progress, if I would deny the modernity, if I would deny the technology, the industry. I mean, it would be masturbation. I wanted to see the cycle of life, that is indifferent for my existence, that life, the new comes, it gets old, it crumbles into dust. Out of disintegration of the dust comes the new.
Bari, how ka thea tsebe mobung wa Nazareta o tla ikutlwela dillo le ditshebo tsa bafu ba nyametse ke dihola meya ya bona e hua botibong.
I was raised socially Christian, and at some point in my life I think I started to seek my own mother tongue and go back into the gaze of my mother before slavery, before colonization, before everything else, and go back to the true identity as far as the religion, as far as the spirituality. And now, of course, you know, you are socialized as a Christian, there's so much of unlearning. Also, you want to learn, you know, this idea of God in a Christian context. So I feel like I'm in conflict as well. There's a meaning to all this. That's why it says, I wish I could go further up and see the meaning of this mosaic of life, where it all means. It got to be meaning to all this. And Mando says there's no meaning to all this. There's no meaning to it. Even suffering, there's no meaning to it.
Like a figure of Ecclesiastes, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can integrate in the Bible like
yeah,
this.
Absolutely. Someone said that I was trying to write my own Bible. When you write a script, like, man, you try to write your own Bible.
At the beginning, you see the violence. These people come with this bit fanatism, I would say, probably it's my perspective. And then you see the man behind it, and you see that actually there's just people who was desperate and they find the solution.
Absolutely. And this guy's story, the interpreter, the guy was interpreting for them. This guy's background story is very interesting. His house, of course, it's not in the film; it's just a background. His house, it's like he has the VHS tapes of revolutionaries during the time of him as a fighter, and now they're becoming a stand for his television screen, you know, where he watches the message about the gospel, about Christ, like his transformation from fighting at some point and losing the fight and becoming sort of finding solace, finding the meaning in life in religion. That's his transformation.